probably this week to try to contain him?
I would just say his athletic ability, what he can do with the ball when it's in his hands, and then just go from there.
For either of you guys, Debo, you were here last year, Demetrius, you weren't, but you're in a bowl game now. You guys weren't last year. What does it mean for this group to get a chance to kind of extend this season to a 13th game and I guess maybe more?
How about you, Graffer?
This is one that we will remember, but not one that we'll hang our hats on. We'll celebrate this tonight, celebrate into the morning, and then Monday we'll be ready to go to the next one. Which the team that we play next is on the screen behind you, so I'm a little distracted because in my mind I'm like, who's next? Because we're rolling right now. But this is a great one to hang your hat on. Great one, great team win. We got the job done, but the job isn't finished yet.
And I'll definitely say with me being here last year, going 5-7, not bowl eligible, that's not the standard, So for us to be able to do this is definitely a goal, but it's not the true goal, We want more, so.
Good. Demetrius, Coach Beamer was in here. He said you had some words for the team last night, and can't imagine you'll share with us what you said. But when you're putting together those thoughts, are you just going just straight off the head, or are you writing down notes during the week? How was your sort of process?
No, it's just how the Lord leads me to speak in the moment. I don't really have the time to write it down. He just leads me through the Holy Spirit to get up and say what the team needs to hear. So that's what I'm led on.
Yeah, Demetrius, going off that, Shane was saying, the guys were really happy that you were speaking to them and all that. How rewarding is that feeling that you have the level of respect from the guys that you do?
It's great. It's phenomenal. It's humbling, to say the least, because they welcomed me in, coming from Charlotte, not knowing who I was, not knowing what I was about, and quickly found out that I'm willing to die on the field with those guys because it's a gladiator sport.
Most definitely.
You're gonna get hurt or you can wimp out, and that's not in my blood. Of course, with having kids and a son now, I gotta put everything on the line. Let him see that you gotta be willing to put everything out there on the line when it comes to family and teammates and coaches. They're not just friends. This is family. God next to me, I feel like I've known him for 4 years. Like I've been here the whole time. We're family now. So that's how it's always been.
Yeah. After seeing Pavi on tape and hearing about him and all that stuff, what was it like playing against him and having to try to tackle him and deal with him that way?
Yeah, he's definitely as advertised, I would say. We hold the defense to a different type of standard, especially us two right here. They not scoring. We mad they got 7. But he is what they say he is. I had a chance to get sacks on him. He's so slippery, man. So best of luck to them for the rest of the season.
I feel like your guys' games really complement each other very well. How have you built chemistry throughout the season to get to that point where you guys are at, headed into the final month, playing your best football of the season?
Yeah, just us two personally, I would definitely say we just want to be the best, and then we want to make our defense the best. So it's if you can't find a way to play together, that's on y'all. But you have to be able to find a way to play together. So I feel like we benefit off of that because we both want the same thing.
There were a bunch of guys that went down tonight, and you guys, the depth really showed how good they are. What's it like for you guys as leaders in the middle of the defense when new guys come in or there's injuries and you have to shuffle it up a little bit?
There's no drop off. We know the guys that are, if you're second or you're third, nobody's gonna flinch. Peyton Williams came in and did his thing.
Yeah.
Said DQ was down, out of nowhere, didn't flinch. The moment didn't get too big for him. Eyes didn't get wide. Played his heart out. Did what he was supposed to do, and that's how it is for everybody.
Next man up.
Yeah.
Debo, you've talked a lot about donuts this season. Y'all have 3 SEC games where you've allowed less than 10 points. Is that just as good as a donut, or do you need a 0 to feel best about yourself?
It's not good enough, man. You can shoot for perfection. You'll never hit perfection, but the least we can do is get donuts. That'll show that we on the way to it, So we got to keep climbing. We got to get it.
In practice these last 2 weeks, Lenoris was talking about that Rocket almost looks like he's hit a different gear. Have you guys noticed that in practice this week, that he's just running with something different?
I would say he's running with something to prove. Of course, the first half of the season didn't go the way any of us wanted it to go. But I believe because of that, we found our identity. When we went into Oklahoma and put it on display. Last week versus A&M, put it on display. Again tonight, put it on display. All it took was finding our identity. So he's flying around. Lenoris is comfortable. Offense is, finding his wheels. And defense, we're continuing to get better each and every week, ready to play whatever offense is next. Whatever you throw at us, we'll be ready. Same thing for the offense. Whatever you throw at them, they'll be ready because at practice, we're getting at it. At practice, we're competing. We're not taking it easy on the ones, all ones versus the threes. You know, stuff like that is one versus ones because that's how we get better. And we put that on display every Saturday.
Last one, John.
For either one of you guys, if you could speak to Peyton Williams' game tonight, DQ plays basically every snap, but to go in, out pass breakup or two out there and seem to play really well, what did y'all think of his?
Yeah, well, I told him as soon as I found out, I said, "Hey, Peyton, your last name is Williams. You have to turn." No, I'm playing. I didn't say that. I didn't need to say nothing, man. Like we said, next man up. So he was prepared, man. Like we work our tails off at practice, you know. So whether you second string, third string, you have to be ready. Like this is what we do. Everybody get reps, and he was ready to play, man. And I'm proud of him, you know. So.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.